You have muttered prayers in the dark, my darling child, ones that were too frail to be said out loud, and that were drenched in terrors that you hastily brushed away. Some prayers are so filled with desire that you make question if they ever made it to me. I have heard them all, however, and I want you to know that you have spoken with trust, and not a single word has been empty. Not a single tear was disregarded. Every sigh of resignation was heard. The very foundations of heaven have been disturbed by every quiet prayer you believed was lost in its grandeur. If you know God is good, type 111 and share this video with 7 people who believe. I was closer than you could have ever imagined. In the quiet when you felt abandoned, I was working more forcefully than your eyes could see. Amid the silence that felt intolerable, the waiting was the soul, where invisible marvel started to take root, not an indication that I was not there. Heaven answered your trust, not with a grandiose display right away, but with silent movements, divine alignments, and sacred preparations that had been gathering steam for years. Now, my darling, the atmosphere is changing and the walls are quivering. Unquestionable answers are going to emerge from the prayers you believed had been buried by time and unsolved questions. I gauged your faith by the confidence you had in me when all you could hear was stillness, but you gauged my activity by the cacophony you could hear. The waiting became heavy, and you felt like you were falling behind. In actuality, however, you were making progress in authority, in endurance, and in the Spirit. If you are ready to embrace God's love, type 222 and share this video. Battles in worlds you couldn't see have been moved by your quiet prayers. You were unaware of the scales that your faith had tipped. Your unspoken loyalty has touched me. Your unwavering confidence has fired me up. In the natural world you stood, when everything told you to give up. You remained, you had faith, when faith itself was a struggle. Heaven captured every second. You choose to think I was still good, that I was still listening, that I was still working. It caused heaven to shift. I'm going to tell you what the stillness was preparing for my darling. I'm going to prove to you that I was winning battles for you while you waited. I am going to demonstrate that your prayers were never in vain. They acted as catalysts. They were atmospheric statements. They were keys that opened doors that no man could close. Your love and support mean everything to us as we continue sharing God's message of hope, faith, and blessings. If this message has touched your heart, we humbly invite you to show your gratitude by giving at least $120. Super thanks for your choice each month. Your generosity helps us create more uplifting content that inspires souls and brings people closer to God. By clicking the Super Thanks button below, You're not just supporting our work, you're becoming a part of this divine mission to spread God's love to those who need it most. Thank you for your kindness. Stay blessed, stay joyful, and may God's grace always be with you. Raise your gaze, dry your tears. Raise your shoulders. We haven't forgotten you. We haven't forgotten about you. You haven't been fired. The sound you cannot hear in the natural world is about to become a reality in your life, and you are on the verge of satisfaction. The adversary attempted to persuade you that the quiet indicated desertion. He lied when he said in a whisper that I couldn't hear your sobbing. If you believe God has a plan for you, type 333 and share this video to spread hope. I was closer than the next breath you took. I was keeping all my tears in my bottle and incorporating all of my hushed prayers into a bigger scheme. Everything was occurring. Even if you felt nothing was, it's almost time for the seeds you planted in prayer to sprout. The assurances you whispered are going to become a reality. Your ability to persevere through the quiet seasons will serve as the basis for the great heights I am guiding you to. The quiet prayers were seismic, not meaningless. You asked God to open doors for you now. Watch as I open the gates you believed would never open. You prayed for recovery. Watch now, as long damaged locations are flooded with rehabilitation. You hoped for success now. Watch as barriers you could never climb come down in front of you with ease. Your prayers have shook heaven, not because they were loud, but because they were sincere. Their faith, not their eloquence, is the reason when optimism seemed flimsy. You ventured to speak at all, not because you knew what to say. Invisible faithfulness is giving birth to a season of visible satisfaction that you are about to experience. You are entering an era of answered prayers because you believed in them, even when it seemed expensive, not because you asked for them. Type for 144 if you are ready for God's blessings to flow into your life. You'll get the benefits of the quiet seasons. You will experience the results of prayers that are spoken in brokenness, but accepted with courage. My dear, don't give up hope. The period of speculation is evolving into a period of observation. The period of mourning is giving way to a period of celebration. The period of waiting is giving way to a period of fulfilling promises. Not a single phrase has escaped my notice. I haven't missed a single second. I'm drawing back the curtain now. What has been accumulating in the stillness is being revealed by me. What you believe to be lost has simply been concealed, maintained, safeguarded, and refined for this precise moment. Heaven has been shook by your quiet petitions, and it is reacting. You have no clue how proud I am of you, my darling, not because of famed feats, titles or accomplishments that wane with time, but rather because of the way you have held on to me when it would have been simpler to let go, because of your decision to believe, despite the fact that it has cost you everything, because even when the stillness raged louder than your hope, you still prayed in the dark, believing that I was close. You have seen yourself from the perspective of your shortcomings. Your value has been determined by your capacity to generate observable outcomes. Because the breakthrough did not occur as soon as you had hoped, you have begun to doubt your efficacy. However, I have never evaluated you based on results. Your heart has always been my yardstick, and I have found your heart to be lovely. My darling kid, type 555 if you know God is guiding your steps. I saw the strength of your soul, while others just saw the surface. I rejoiced in each stride you made in faith. When you felt invisible, I paid closer attention to every sigh, every tear, and every silent moan that came from the bottom of your heart. When you felt ignored, every breath, every minute, I have been in you for you and with you. I don't see you as invisible in the clamor of the world. You are not overlooked in the throng. You are not ignored, I recognize you. You are someone I know. You make me happy. You are my beloved. You are adored and cherished beyond measure. My lovely youngster, come nearer. Accept yourself as you are to me. Your unresolved questions do not define you. Your waiting seasons did not create you. You are not what your failures have left behind. You are a live example of what it means to maintain hope when everyone else thinks it is pointless. I am aware of how difficult it has been. I am aware of how exhausting the waiting has been, and how the stillness has made you question yourself. But you remained close. Even while you were asking questions and battling, you made the decision to believe. Even if you didn't understand, you made the decision to trust. Even when you couldn't see, that's the faith that moves mountains. My darling, heaven is shaken by such faith. You believed that your endurance was your strength. However, your capacity to stay in touch with me throughout it all was your true strength. Because your prayers were said through tears, you believed them to be feeble. But since they came from a heart that still dared to believe, your prayers were powerful. If you feel God's presence, type 666 and share this video with others who believe. I don't find your fatigue disappointing. I'm not offended by your inquiries. Because of your difficulties, I am not far away in your frailty. I become closer. When your hands are too exhausted to raise, I put my arms around you more tightly. When uncertainty makes the world clamor, I whisper louder. The seasons of silence weren't squandered. During those seasons, the roots were more deep than the eye could see. During such times, Faith became stronger than emotions could validate. During those times, identity was formed by who you were in me, not by what you accomplished. Rest in my arms, please. Allow me to mend the wounds caused by disappointment. Allow me to rebuild the areas where hope has faded. Allow me to remind you that you are not forgotten, behind, or failing. You are at the right place, at the right time for the promises you held in silence to come to fruition. You don't know how much you've endured. You've accomplished more than you can imagine. You are now not only surviving, but getting ready to flourish. I'm not asking you to be stronger. My love, I want you to come nearer. I'm not asking you to put forth more effort. I'm urging you to have more faith. I'm not asking for better work. I am extending an invitation to be more present, to relax, to receive, to depend more on the unending kindness. I see the strength you were unaware of. In areas you believed to be destroyed, I see beauty emerging. I watch the soil of waiting being broken by the seeds of promise. I see the future I have in store for you, one that is brimming with fresh life, full of hope and drenched in my glory. To affirm your trust in God, type 777 and like this video. Raise your head. Get over the embarrassment of being late. Let go of the dread of postponed aspirations. Give up the falsehoods that claim you have been forgotten. They see you. We've heard you. I adore you with all my heart. This season is about more than simply answers. It is a time of waking, when you come to see that your trip was never random, your faith was never squandered, and your prayers were never in vain. I've been at your side the whole time. Every tear has been caught by me. Every weak moment has been reinforced by me. I'm now taking you to the outward realization of the promises that have been simmering under the surface. Not only have I heard your quiet petitions, but heaven itself has been shook by them, and heaven is answering. Please subscribe to support our channel and turn on bell notification.